It's finally time. Time to decide your champion for the 5th season of the 3M Cup Series. Today we are at Homestead-Miami for the first annual race here at Homestead. 4 drivers will take on this racetrack of Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, and Brad Keselowski to fight for a championship to see who will come out on top and go in the history books of the 3M Cup Series. Anyway, we got a stacked field today, a bunch of part-time drivers as well. Jimmy Johnson running this race. He'll also be running the 500 in Season 6. But also, these final 4 drivers, they got to stay focused. They got to make sure that they make it to that checkered flag first before any of the other 3. But before that checkered flag will fly, they have to conquer 12 laps around this racetrack to decide who will be your 5th season champion. Let's send it down to your pit reporters down on pit road to see and meet up with your final 4 drivers.
Ever since the green flag first flew this season at Daytona, Brad Keselowski has been the most competitive driver, and with his aggressive driving style and his competitiveness, he has picked up a career-best 3-win season. He looks to break many records with his second championship, and with the most wins in a single season. Watch out for his RFK number 6 Ford Mustang Dark Horse going for his second championship.
Kyle Busch has put up the most impressive numbers in 3M Cup Series history. He's collected a top 10 in 8 out of the 10 completed races and looks to cap his career best season off with a championship. Even if he hasn't won a race this season, he has been the most consistent driver of all the drivers in the field, and considering how well he has performed recently, don't count him out of the championship hunt.
In his final season, Kurt Busch looks to go on top with his first championship win in his 3rd Final Four appearance. Kurt won the Daytona 500 way back 10 races ago, but he's put up the numbers that I've never seen before in the 3M Cup Series. He's collected 3 top 4s in the first 3 races and has shown his bright spots every race to earn a regular season championship. The round of 8 wasn't kind to Kurt, but by 1 point he made it to Homestead in search for his first championship in his final race.
Ross Chastain, in only his 2nd season, has made the Final Four both times. He's picked up 1 win each season, but hasn't had a sophomore slump. Ross is on a career-best run with his heart-pounding win in the Coca-Cola 600 and having the best playoff run amongst his competitors. Can Ross create history and win his first championship in his 2nd season? He is your pole winner, and he looks extremely fast here at Homestead, so don't count him out.
And a special thanks to those 4 pit reporters for reporting for our final 4 drivers. Their channels will be linked in the description below. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Ross Chastain, your final 4 driver, gets the pole alongside Tyler Reddick, who just got eliminated after the round of 8 at Martinsville. Kurt Busch was also just behind Chastain, so watch out for any restart calamity. Now we just look outside your top 10. A few Toyotas sitting right there in a row 6 with Ty Gibbs and Denny Hamlin, and just behind them the rookie of Carson Hocevar, and then Chase Briscoe, who'll be going to the 19 in Season 6. Speaking of the 19, Mark Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Kurt Busch will all be retiring after this race, so wish them good luck as they conquer their racetrack for the final time as a full-time driver. They've had great careers in the 3M Cup Series, and they've all been into the Final Four at least once in their careers, in an attempt to get their final win here at Homestead-Miami before they shut the lights down on their career. It's about time to go green flag racing here at Homestead. Who's going to come out on top as your champion in the 5th season of the 3M Cup Series, the first year in the next gen? Let's write history. And the pace truck will come down pit road for the final time in Season 5. The green flag's going to fly, and Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick's going to lead him to green here in Homestead. What a start for Chastain. Here comes Kurt Busch. He's going to close up to his bumper, but he's going to wash up the hill, and Chastain will come out with the race lead. He's going to clear up off of 2, and Christopher Bell now funnels in line as well as Kurt Busch. Here comes Brad Keselowski. Had the worst qualifying effort of the 4, and now he's inside the top 5. Ross Chastain already being put up to work by trying to defend off Christopher Bell, who comes up to his bumper and now gets to the high line as Chastain dives it to the bottom. Bell with a massive run. Chastain bobbles a little bit, and we got a new race leader in Homestead. Give it to Christopher Bell. Bell still running the top side. Here comes Keselowski. Pass for the championship lead. And now Keselowski will be your championship leader. Chastain bubbles again. He's going to slide up, and Kurt Busch is now going to funnel in second in the championship hunt. Bell pulling away from the race lead, but Kurt Busch now to the inside of Keselowski. Can he get it? No. Here comes Keselowski on the bottom, but here comes Chastain. Big run. Keselowski's in the fence, and they're all 3 together. Kurt Busch is now going to take that lead for the championship, and we have another lead change in the final race of the season. Here comes, oh, big crash. Kyle Larson spinning around the front straightaway, and he gets teamed by Joey Logano. Massive fire on the front straightaway, and the caution flag, and now the right flag's going to be deployed. It's not good. We're going to take you to commercial break. We'll be back. Welcome back to Homestead-Miami Speedway after a massive, nasty crash on the front straightaway involving Kyle Larson and Joey Logano. A massive hit taken by Kyle Larson. His car erupting in flames. Just an abrupt hit after almost coming to a full stop. That car is absolutely destroyed on the front straightaway. And good news, the crowd cheered when they gave the thumbs up. Kyle Larson is responding to the first responders tending him right now, as he is not out of the car yet. He is still unknown if he is injured, but he is awake, he is conscious, he is talking to them. So that's definitely a great thing, as now they work on trying to get him out of the car. They think he's okay. He is moving around. He thinks he's okay as well. We'll have to take a replay of this real quick, just see what happened. So let's unravel this wreck and see what happened. Just a massive hit off the bumper, Kyle Larson, and then, man, just a massive impact on the outside wall. Kyle Busch got into his, looks like his right rear, and hooked him, and man, what a mash. Just Logano, nowhere to go, an ARCA brakes moment, and hit him so hard, just ripped the back end off that 5 car, and away he went spinning like a top down the front straightaway. Logano slammed right into him. Logano is okay. He also got out of his car, but what a lick. Just right there, the whole rear gets ripped off. The fuel cell erupts in flames. Kyle Larson has gotten out of this race car, though, and he is in the ambulance. He's going to go to the local hospital here in Homestead. He did walk on his own power, so the crowd cheered when he did that. He even waved to the crowd. So it's good news for Kyle Larson. He looks to be okay. As we head into Season 6, he's looking for a better start than he did earlier in the season. And after this nasty crash, we'll be going back green flag racing here in Homestead out of 7 out of 12 laps complete. The first restart of the day, Christopher Bell and Kurt Busch will lead them back to green. What a move by Keselowski. 3 wide, he's getting aggressive, around goes Bell. He spins in front of the field, and Busch hands outside for hard. He's going to spin, he's going to go back to the inside, and the caution flag's back out here in Homestead. Another massive hit here and going into turn 1. Let's take a look at this replay. Nasty hit by Chris Buescher. Keselowski being aggressive, you can see, and Bell just lost the nose of the car. He spun around, and then Buescher looks to be hitting the rear end by Hocevar, and he gets redirected into the outside wall, and his season is done, and after a abrupt ending way. Just after Kyle Larson's massive crash, now Chris Buescher takes a massive hit. Keselowski looks, he just dives to the inside. Bell lost it. Bell actually retains the top 10's position still, but Chris Buescher destroys that front end of his car. As we'll take one more replay of this, Keselowski being aggressive. You knew he was going to be aggressive, going for his second title, trying to make history. Ends up causing a stack-up, wrecking one of his own cars. But Keselowski, he has the position now. He's currently leading your championship hunt. So when we go back green, Keselowski will be the control car, and he will decide which lane he will go to and which way this race will end for him. We're going to go back green with 4 laps to go here in Homestead. The season's coming down to the wire. 4 laps to go at Homestead. Can we make it back to the finish? Green flag racing? Let's see. Green flag's back in the air. Kurt Busch already makes a nasty move, but here comes Keselowski with a crossover. They slide it behind, but Kurt Busch is going to take the lead. He is clear Keselowski. What's Keselowski going to do? He's going to go to the bottom. Busch on the top, Keselowski on the bottom. Better corner by Keselowski. He's going to squeeze Kurt Busch, and he's going to get it. And they stack up behind him, and here comes Kyle Busch, who's done nothing this race. He's now in the championship hunt. Can Kyle Busch run down Keselowski? He's got 3 laps to do it. Now less than 3. Now down the back straightaway they go. Brad Keselowski trying to get a record 4th win of the season, but Kyle Busch is coming. Keselowski is loose. Here comes Kyle Busch, 2 laps to go, and the wall goes Keselowski. Here comes Kyle Busch now to the race lead. Keselowski's going to send it in once again. He's going to slide up, not going to work, but Chastain's closing in this gap. Can Chastain do anything? He closes the gap. Less than 2 laps to go at Homestead. Busch trying to break the draft. Chastain's going to send it. What a run for Chastain. And another championship leader. 1 lap to go here at Homestead. Who's going to get it done? Chastain has 2 more corners trying to hold off Keselowski. Trying to make history. It's his 2nd season. He's in the fence. Keselowski's going to take the lead now. Can Keselowski hang on? Chastain's going to try to drop it in. He's going to send it. He's going to slide up the hill. They make contact. Who's going to get back to the line? It's going to be a drag race to the charter flag. Kyle Busch is going to win the championship. After a blinding pass in the final corner, Kyle Busch is your NASCAR Grand Cup Series Season 5 champion.
Hell yeah, guys. Awesome work. Awesome year. Thank you, boys.
After hanging back, waiting, being patient, he is your Season 5 champion. And he finally gets that win he's deserved all season. What a race here at Homestead, and what a finish, going in the history books. Let's take a look at this finish. What a finish here in Homestead. I'm still flabbergasted. This is an amazing finish, amazing race. Homestead should definitely hold the championship here again next season. Let's take a look at this. Kyle Busch trying to break the draft. What a send by Chastain. He made it stick, and he drove it on the outside wall, didn't even touch the outside wall. Passed them both in the span of a lap back straightaway. They take the white flag. Chastain with the lead. He washes up, hits the wall. Now Brad Keselowski comes through, and now Chastain is trying to do anything he has because now he's on offensive mode. He sends the car in, washes up, contact is made, washes them both up the hill. They both lose momentum. Kyle Busch sticks to the outside, and it's a drag race to the checkered flag. And Kyle Busch is your NASCAR Grand Cup Series Season 5 champion. What a way to end the season for Kyle Busch. He's been so close so many times all season long. And think about all the times he's crashed. He could have a top 10 every single race. But he's definitely been the most competitive driver and the most consistent driver all season long. And that shows here in Homestead. Let's take a look at your results. All the Final 4 drivers finished 1 through 4. And then you look at the first non-Final 4 driver of Tyler Reddick, who just missed the championship race by a handful of points. He finishes 5th here today. Then another Toyota of Ty Gibbs. Then Chase Elliott in 7th. And Mark Truex Jr. His final race will score top 10. So a great way to come out and end out on a good note for Mark Truex Jr., your Season 4 champion last season. He was the man on top last season, but now Kyle Busch, Truex's fierce rival in the Cup Series, is now in victory lane for his first championship as well. So now your 5th champion, Chevrolet, will now have the dominance of the championship, and we'll go into the next season wondering who will get the championship done next season. Kyle Busch definitely on a hot streak right now. The best season ever put up in the 3M Cup Series. He had an amazing record on the season. 9 out of 11 races, he finished top 10. And he also won Homestead after not winning a single race since Season 3 Daytona. What an insane finish. Kyle Busch picks up his first win of the season and his first championship in the NASCAR 3M Cup Series. We'll see you in Season 6.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.